an interesting shot. I will fix it in post. I think you've heard that on set before. We'll fix it in post.
Okay.
That's all you ever hear on set nowadays.
Yeah, you know, just remember, computers are just a fad. Totally going away.
Yeah, of course.
So I saw your movie at South by and absolutely loved it. I laughed so hard, and the trailer today at CinemaCon played huge in the room. I'm not sure if you heard everyone laughing. When did you first realize, oh wait, this is a really good movie?
I saw it at South by Southwest, and now it's a great crowd, a really fun, rowdy crowd that are up for a comedy, and so that was a good, successful screening. So it was really, but it is so funny.
The script was bloody funny though, wasn't it?
But yeah, the script.
I mean, there's always a leap, I suppose, because you think, well, is it going to work even if it's this funny on the page? But I have never read something going, she vomits on him after she kills him. I'm like, I was laughing my head off. So I was pretty confident going in, if I'm honest. I know you shouldn't say that, but I just thought, I think this is genius. And then, yeah, I mean, I was just very thrilled once I saw it.
Well, the thing that's, I think, refreshing is that it's definitely R-rated. It's not just going over the line, it's pushing the line, and, you know, and then pulling it with it.
Yes.
You know? So talk a little bit about working with a writer-director who has great dialogue, great scenes, in the R-rated, you know, you don't have to worry about pulling any punches. Just talk about working with Paul and the script.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'd worked with him before, so it was lovely to have that shorthand of like reuniting, and especially with Melissa. But what was interesting about this film was that tonally, I wasn't sure how it was going to play, because it was this action film, and yet, you know, obviously it's a comedy as well. So, but immediately it was always about making it real. It's not a spoof. Like that was the sort of #1 rule, and then from that came the laughs, weirdly. So, but it was, kind of tonally, I was very wondering how it would sort of all come together.
Yeah, he was adamant, wasn't he, from the get-go? We're not spoofing this up, we're not making it arch.
Yeah.
We're making a spy movie.
Yeah.
Just at times incongruous.
Exactly. Filled with some pretty useless spies in there as well.
He mentioned to me that Fox, I think, was a little bit nervous, especially with the opening scene, which I don't want to give away, because it could play in a weird way. It involves you.
Such a great opening scene, though. Just immediately the audience erupts.
Yes, because you're not expecting things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm curious, memorable moments. I'm always curious about was there a day or two on set that you'll always remember? Maybe someone flubbed a line real bad, or you were filming something you couldn't believe were actually being filmed.
I mean, the 2 days I remember vividly was right towards the end when all of the sort of main cast, in fact, all of the main cast were together, and it was like one of the last shots in the film. And you know, apart from we were all having a very nice time, you know, getting on, and there was great, it was fun being had. I remember looking around thinking, this is the weirdest group of performers in a movie. You know, there was Fiddy over there, and Jason, and then Miranda, and me and you, Melissa and Bobby, and Allison. You gotta think, what is this? And only a genius can possibly pull this lot together and get away with it.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
That, and then my first experience of sitting and watching Melissa do what she does so brilliantly. I was initially in like awe at the speed of where this stuff was coming from, and then just trying so hard not to laugh because it was genuinely so off the wall and funny and rude. It was always so shocking because she always says, I'm sorry, what did I say?
Yeah.
And you said, you said cocks.
Motherfucker.
And you're like, but it comes out and she's still kind of,
girl.
I'm so
she's
sorry,
like
I'm so sorry.
Midwestern, loveliest
what
person.
What did I say? I'm so sorry.
Like, when she gets going, it's like, wow.
Oh, God.
She's just,
Do you remember that day, that last day on the grass?
Yeah, it was wild.
It was bizarre, wasn't it? The choppers and everything.
Yeah, the choppers, it was like a circus,
Yeah, it was a circus.
Do you have a different memorable day, or is this the one that sticks out for you?
That day was really unusual. We were in this incredible location, this old building that was owned by the Soviets, you know, like this bizarre Budapest and all its history. So it was really, that was a really cool day. Filming the big nightclub scene with 50 Cent was pretty cool. That was pretty wild to see that. Like, go down with all his performing and the extras and all that stuff. And yeah, of course, always watching Melissa do her thing is very, because the spontaneity of it, you really catches you unawares. Even now, after having worked with her twice, just have to ground yourself, guard yourself once you realise, okay, anything can come out of her mouth.
Anything.
Before you guys got into acting, what was the worst job you ever had in, like, quote-unquote real life?
Mine was, what was yours? really remember.
I worked at a curry shop, Curry World, and that was pretty tough. Just because I was very bad at like giving.
I bet you smelled great at the end
Yeah,
of the
but
day.
that smelled good. That was a good thing. I always got in trouble for giving too much like chicken tikka masala, and like because they wanted to be less, you know, forthcoming with more expensive dishes.
I just quite enjoyed those sort of jobs. I was just happy to be out of the house. I remember having a paper around there when I was really young that was just really sucked. It was like, because in England you can't, you know in the States you ride and you like throw the paper out, you can put them through the letterbox. So it takes a lot longer and it rains a lot more.
Does it
My
rain in
memory
England?
is just being soaking wet, the paper's being
Oh
wet.
no!
I heard it rained.
Really?
I was like 12, 13. I also seem to remember dumping a lot on them if I'm just to get rid of them. Like, you know, you've been out there for 2 hours and you're like, okay, sod this. That's going in the lake, or you know what I mean. I'm done.
When you remember back from when you first started, is there a lesson that you were given, like when you were younger, when you first starting out with acting, that really stuck with you, that you've taken with you through your career?
About acting?
About just acting in life, how to conduct yourself. You know what I mean? Is there something that's
A
really
life lesson.
Yeah, or even specifically about acting?
It's funny because it's funny because you get asked. I've been asked a lot of times, like, you know, give me some advice. I'm trying to think of people that gave me some.
Well, I'm glad I stumped you.
Oh, actually, I know I've got a good one. I remember being, and she was absolutely right. I worked with this wonderful old actress who has passed away since. I don't know that she was necessarily known in the States. She did a lot of theatre, a lot of TV in England called Thora Hird. And she was really famous for doing this Alan Bennett one-woman show. Anyway, I always remember her telling me, never ever be late. Like, don't be late for work. It's totally disrespectful. Don't keep people waiting. And, you know, and I think in a way what she also meant was, you know, you don't set yourself aside from the crew. The crew and you work together to make, you know, so you can't keep 150 people waiting for an hour because you're like, oh, you know, I'm the actor. And I think that was always a good piece of advice. Be on time.
I'm being given the wrap-up signal, so my last question for the two of you. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you're pairing up with Guy Ritchie right now.
Yes.
And so tease people what the film is about and what it's been like working with him again. And I believe you might be back in the X-Men universe. And
are you?
which I believe starts filming.
Are you?
It starts filming very soon. So what can you tease people about returning? And have you read the script? So each of you.
I may have read the script, but
I will have to kill you if I have.
Exactly. But yeah, it's really cool. Moira McTaggart's back, and she's going to figure out how to solve the crime. She's back. She's back with her clipboard and her 80s power suit. And she's going to be solving the crime. Yeah, no, she's back. It's really cool. You never know with these sequels how they'll work, and so it'd be nice to revisit her story again in the universe. And it's a great, you know, it's Apocalypse obviously, so it's going to be dealing with a lot about action, which is played by Oscar Isaacs, which is really exciting. So yeah, they start really soon in the spring, and so we'll have some fun in Montreal.
Exactly.
Is that where you shot them all in Montreal?
We shot the first one in London, but then I wasn't in the second one, and then they brought back Moira.
And your answer, please.
We are. It's starting the story of King Arthur, but starting with the Pendragons. So it's setting up how Arthur has to reclaim the throne. And I am Eric Bana plays Uther, Arthur's father. I'm Vortigern, the brother of Uther, and Charlie Hunnam is Arthur. So it's the sort of rise of Arthur, if you like. And it's planting lots of seeds because they've got these episodes of other characters and other familiar names that will be coming later on.
Sure.
Wow.
I will leave it there and say congratulations specifically on this very, very funny movie.
Cool.
For real.